not sure why you're still spending $70 on foundation, $25 on lip balm, $40 and $50 on blush and bronzer, when there's perfectly good makeup at the drugstore. And as your drugstore makeup bestie, I'm going to show you my current makeup routine and potentially save you hundreds of dollars. I'm going to start by prepping my skin with the Thayer's Hydrating Milky Toner. I think we can all agree that makeup prices have gotten out of control, including some drugstore makeup. Going in with the Bioma Hydrating Milky Moisturizer. If you're not prepping your skin before you put your makeup on, what are you doing? The goal is ice skating rink skin before we even apply makeup. I'm going in with my tacky primer. This is the NYX Face Glue. And personally, I think that I'm proof that you can get a beautiful makeup application using all affordable and drugstore products. And if you don't believe me, go look at my reposts. I'm always sharing girls that are recreating my makeup routine using all drugstore and affordable makeup products, and they look amazing. My favorite is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. She never does me wrong. I'm gonna do 3 pumps. I know that sounds like a lot, but just trust the process. If you want your makeup to look good, you gotta put that shit on. So I'm gonna show you how to layer it. With a spatula brush, I'm gonna paint my foundation on in a nice thin layer. If you're not looking like Peanut Butter Baby, you're doing it wrong. Now you're gonna go in with your Paw Paw sponge. Yes, your $1 makeup sponge. You can buy these on Amazon or from Shop Miss A. And we're gonna tap everything in. We're gonna push this into the skin using our sponge, and it is damp. It is not dry. And make sure when you're doing this, you're avoiding your under eye area because we only want to use concealer there. It's gonna look a little crazy at first, but trust me, you don't want this area to get cakey. Cream bronzer, I've been loving the Milani Cheek Kiss for months. I'm absolutely obsessed with this formula. It is so buttery, blends out so gorgeous, and she doesn't break the bank. Applying this with a Morphe brush, these brushes are fantastic, especially if you're looking for brushes on a budget. These are really good quality, even though they're all like under $10. This is the M243, and it's perfect for applying my cream bronzer. If you're a pale baddie, these contour bombs from CoverGirl are fantastic. Look at this shade. Cool toned. Look at that. So the shade range on this product is impeccable. Look at this deepest shade. It is gorgeous. Speaking of the CoverGirl balms, this blush balm has quickly become one of my favorite products in their lineup. The shade Pink Sprinkle, and I'm also picking this up on a Morphe brush. This is the M204, and I'm just going to start tapping this onto my cheek. I'm obsessed with the pink cheek. I'd like to look a little bit like Neapolitan ice cream. If you're starting to look like Neapolitan ice cream at this stage of your makeup, don't worry. Trust the process. It's gonna look good. Okay, now that we literally look insane, we can go in with our concealer. This is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. Easily one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore. I'm using the shade Ecru or Ecru. I don't ever know how to pronounce it. You guys always say I'm saying it wrong. I just know that it's the shade Light 02. Using this to brighten. So I like to place this in the center of the face mostly. So our forehead, down the bridge of the nose, on the chin. I also like to do my under eyes. I also like to do this area right here just to lift. Also love a little reverse contour right underneath where we did that bronzer. I'm going back in with my same Paw Paw sponge to blend this out. Remember, we're tapping, we're not smearing. We're just gently tapping right over the top of where we placed that concealer. And now it's time to start setting all of our creams with powder. So we're gonna start doing the layering process, which is my favorite part of my routine. L'Oreal Blurfection Loose Setting Powder in the shade Light Pink. You should already know this. This is my favorite. It's really blurring under the eyes, and it really brightens because it has that light pink tint. I am simply obsessed with it. I have been using it literally since my first viral makeup routine back in April. And I have no plans on stopping because look at my under eye. I'm using a little powder puff to set, so I like to press the powder into my puff. I put a little into the cap, and then I like to press off the excess onto my palm, and then I just press where I did concealer just to set it down. And don't worry, we're gonna set our cream bronzer and our cream blush with powder, but I'm gonna go do my eyes first and I'll be right back. I'm back, and this eye look is everything. My eyes are like the craziest I've ever seen them. Of course I filmed this for you, don't worry. Now it's time to finish this face. We're using the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer in the shade Toasted Butterscotch. So remember what I said, we have to layer our powders on top of all of our creams. So where we did our cream bronzer earlier, we're just going back in and layering a little powder bronzer. I like to just kind of tap this over with my brush. This brush, by the way, is an M163. And to top off our blush, we're also using a CoverGirl Skin Enhancer. This one is in the shade Rose Latte. Using the Morphe M201. This has such a beautiful luminosity to it. I love how glowy these are. Now it's time to spray our first layer of setting spray. We're using the Miracle Flawless Setting Spray from MCO Beauty. This is gonna melt all those powders together to make everything look nice and skin-like. Do our lippy, so we're gonna do our Maybelline Lifter Liner. I'm using the shade Big Lift. I'm gonna sharpen mine really quick. You guys are always asking what sharpener I use to sharpen this lip liner because it's so creamy. This is the Persona pencil sharpener, and it is fantastic. After smudging that out with my finger a little, I like to go in with my lipstick. This is L'Oreal's Ferris Nude. You can tell this is a well-loved lipstick. This is my favorite tube lipstick from the drugstore, and it is stunning. It never fails me. I'm a concealer lip girly, and this will do it for me every single time. Of course, you can leave it just like this, but I like to go for mine with a little bit of my loose powder just to mattify it. Now it's time to spray our last layer of setting spray. We're going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. If you don't want your makeup going anywhere all day, this is the setting spray you need. I almost forgot to do a little powder highlight. I'm going to use the NYX Buttermelt. This one is in the shade Bright and Butter. I'm going to apply this right onto the high points of the cheek. And this right here is why they call me the queen of drugstore makeup. Now I don't want to hear anything about going to the store to buy a $70 bottle of foundation, because you have no good reason to not be using drugstore makeup. Because look at this glam. Okay, bestie, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I love you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye, bestie.